I want to tell you about the strangest secret in the world. Not long ago, Albert Schweitzer, a famous doctor and a Nobel Prize winner, was interviewed in London, and a reporter asked him, "Doctor, what's wrong with people today?" The doctor thought for a moment and then said, "People simply don't think." This is what I want to talk to you about. We live in a great time, a time that people dreamt of, worked towards for thousands of years. But now that it's here, we take it for granted. We are especially lucky to live in a country which is full of opportunities, but let's look what happens. 100 people who start off at the age of 25, all of them want to be successful if you want to ask them. And they say, "We want to succeed," and they're excited about their life. By the time they reach 50s, only one will be rich, four will be financially independent, five will still be working, and 54 will be broke. Only 5 out of the 100 achieved success. So, why do so many fail? What happens to their dreams and plans? Why did they not achieve what they set out to do? When we say only 5% achieve success, we should define what success is. The best definition about success is a gradual realization of a worthy goal. If someone is working towards a specific goal and knows where they're going, they are successful. If they are not doing that, they are not successful. A famous psychiatrist, Rollo May, wrote a book called Man's Search for Himself. In it, he says that the opposite of courage in our society is not being covered, it is conformity. Now, what is conformity? It is doing what everyone else does without even knowing why and where they're going. Now think of it. In the States, there are over 40 million people aged 65 and older. About 30 million of them are broke and they depend on someone else for their life's necessities. We learn to read by the time we are 7. We learn to make a living by the age of 25 and often we are supporting our family. Yet, by 50s, we are not learned how to be financially independent in the richest country. Why? Because they conform. They act like the 95% who don't succeed. Why do they conform? They believe their lives are shaped by circumstances, by things that happen to them, or by the outside forces. They are outer directed people. So, working people were asked, "Why do you work? Why do you get up in the morning?" 19 out of 20 did not know. They just did it because everyone else was doing it. So now let's go back to the definition of success. The only person who succeeds is the one who is gradually working towards a meaningful goal. This is someone who says, "I'm going to become this." The successful person can be a teacher who is teaching because she just wanted to do. A successful person is a parent who wanted to be a parent and is doing a great job at it. A successful person is someone who runs a small business because that's what they wanted to do. A successful person can be a salesperson who wants to be a salesman and is doing with all his passion. A successful person is anyone who is doing a specific job because they truly wanted to do it. But only 1 out of the 20 people do that. That's why there isn't any competition unless we make it for ourselves. Instead of competing, all we have to do is create. For 20 years, I looked for a key that would determine what would happen to a person. Was there a key that would guarantee someone's success? If only knew about it and knew how to use it. Well, there is such a key and he found it. Have you ever wondered why some people work hard without achieving much, while others seem to get everything they want without even trying hard? They have what we call a magic touch. You might have heard someone say, everything they touch turns to gold. Have you ever noticed that a person who's become successful keeps becoming successful more and more, and on the other hand, a person who fails then keeps failing. Well, it's because of goals. Some people have them, some don't. People with goals succeed because they know where they're going. Now let's think of a ship which is leaving a harbor with a very clear plan and destination. The captain, the crew, exactly knows where they're going and how long it will take. They have a definite goal. Almost always the ship will go to the exact destination. But now imagine there's another ship just like the first one, but no crew, no captain, no aim, no goal, no destination. If it gets out of the harbor at all, it is likely to end up lost or wrecked. It cannot go anywhere because it has no destination or guidance. It is the same with people. Let's take a salesperson for example. Selling is one of the highest paid professions. Every company needs great salespeople and they reward them very well. But how many great salespeople can you find? Someone once said, the human race is designed not to prevent the strong from winning, but to prevent the weak from losing. And this is exactly what happens in our life. That's why it is so easy to become a living, because it is easy to make a living and support a family. And there's a level of security. If that's what we're looking for, no. But we would like to decide how high above we would like to aim. Now let's get back to the stranger's secret which I was talking about. Why do people with goals succeed in life and those without goals fail? Let me share something with you that would change your life today. If you truly understand it, your life will never be the same again. You will notice that good luck seems to come your way, and things that you want are liking to come back to you, and you won't have the same worries and fears which you might have had before. And here's the key to success and failure. We become what we think about. Let me say it again. We become what we think about. Throughout history, wise people, teachers, philosophers have disagreed on many things, but on this point they all agree. Marcus Aurelius, a great Roman emperor, said once, "A person's life is what their thoughts make of it." Benjamin Disraeli said, "Everything comes to those who wait." I have convinced myself that a person with clear purpose must accomplish it, and that nothing can resist and stop a strong will. Ralph Waldo said, "A person is what they think all day long." And William James said, "The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can change their lives by changing their thoughts." He also said, "If you act as if something is real, it will become real through habit and emotions." He also said, "If you want something enough, you will almost certainly get it. If you want to be rich, you will be rich. If you want to be learned, you will be learned. If you want to be good, you will be good. You must really want this thing and just not wish just like that at the same time." In the Bhagavad Gita, it says, "All things are possible to those who believe." Dr. Norman Vincent also said, "This is one of the greatest laws in the universe. I wish I had discovered it earlier in my life. The greatest discovery outside of my relationship with God is that if you think in negative terms, you will get negative results. And if you think in positive terms, you will get positive results." In 3 words, believe and succeed. William Shakespeare beautifully said, "Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we might win by fearing to attempt." George Bernard Shaw said, "People always blame their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get ahead in this world are the ones who go out and look for circumstances they want. If they can't find it, they make them." It is clear, isn't it? We become what we think about. A person who thinks about clear and a worthwhile goal is going to achieve it because that's what they're thinking about. And the opposite is also true. A person who has no goal and does not know where to go, he will end up confused, anxious, fearful, and worried because that's what they're thinking about. Their life is full of frustration and fear. So let me explain to you how the human mind works. Imagine a farmer with fertile land. Land allows the farmer to plant whatever they choose. The land doesn't care what's planted. The farmer makes the decision. Now, the human mind is just like the land. It doesn't care what you plant in it. It'll give you back what you plant. Let's say the farmer has two seeds, one of jowar and one of poisonous plant. The farmer plants both the seeds and cares for the land. What happens? Both seeds grow, one into jar and the other into poison. And it's written in the Bhagavad Gita, as you sow, so shall you reap. The land doesn't care what it'll grow. It'll grow poison as easily as it grows jawar. The human mind is far more fertile and credible, but it works the same way. It doesn't care what we plant, success or failure, worthwhile goal or confusion, fear and anxiety. What we plant, it will return to us. The human mind is exactly like that, unexplored. It contains riches beyond our dreams. It will give back what we plant. But why don't people they use their minds? Well, a mind comes free at birth. We don't value it. Things that are free, we take for granted. The things that really matter are mind, soul, body, hopes, dreams, ambitions, intelligence, love of family, and friends. All these are free. But things that cost for money are cheap and replaceable. The human mind isn't used because we take it for granted. Familiarity breeds content. The mind can do any job when we give it, but we use it for small things and tasks instead of important ones. Study shows people use 10% of their abilities. So now you decide, what do you want? Plant your goal in your mind. It's the most important decisions you will ever meet. Do you want to be an outstanding salesperson? Excel at your job? Succeed in your company? Plant the seed in your mind. Take care of it. Work towards your goal and it will become a reality. This is the law like gravity. If you jump off the building, it will come down. The laws of nature always work. Think about your goal in a relaxed, positive way. Picture yourself as if you have already achieved it. See yourself doing it, what you will do when you reach your goal. This age is called the age of stress, where many of us worry ourselves at an early grave without learning the great laws that would take care of everything. We are the sum of our thoughts. We are where we are because that's where we want to be, whether we admit or not. Our future depends on our thoughts today, tomorrow, and beyond. We are guided by our mind. I remember one time I saw one of those giant earth moving machines roaring on the road at around 60 kilometers an hour. That what looked like 30 tons of debt. Tremendous, incredible machine, and there was a little man sitting way up with the wheel in its hand, guiding it. And as it drove along, I was struck by the similarity of that machine to the human mind. Just suppose you're sitting at the control of such a vast source of energy. Are you just sitting back and fold your hands and let it run itself into a ditch? Or are you going to keep both the hands firmly on the wheel and control and direct to this power to a specific worthwhile purpose? It's up to you. You are in the driver's seat. You see? The very law that gives us success is a two-edged sword. We must control our thinking, the same rule that can lead a man to a life of success, wealth, happiness, and all the things he has ever dreamt of for himself and for his family. The very same law can also lead him to a gutter. It is all how we use it, for good or for bad. This is the strangest secret in the world. And why do I call it a strangest secret? It is because it is not really a secret at all. It was first mentioned by some of the earliest wise people and appeared many times in Bhagavad Gita, but very few people understand it, and that's why it remains a secret. If you went out and asked people on the street, what is the secret to success? You might not even find even one person who tell you. This information is so valuable if you understand it and apply it. Not just for ourselves, for all around us, our families, our friends, our colleagues. Life should be an exciting adventure. It should never be boring. People should live fully and be glad to be out of bed in the morning. They should be doing a job they like because they do it well. Rowe Patterson, an editor and chief of the newspaper, One said, people are basically good. They came from somewhere and we are going for someplace. We should make ourselves an exciting adventure. The architect of the universe did not build a staircase leading no way. The greatest teacher, the carpenter from the Galilee, gave us the secret. As you believe, so shall it be done unto you. Let's look at some of the action points for applying the strangest secret in our life. I want to invite you for a 30-day challenge. If you take up this challenge, it will change your life forever. In the 17th century, Sir Isaac Newton, the mathematician, gave us the natural laws of physics. One of these laws is for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This means that we can achieve nothing without paying the price. So the result of the 30 days challenge will depend on the effort you put in. To be a doctor, we must study many years. To be successful in selling, remember, each of us succeed to the extent that we can sell. Selling our ideas, selling our education in school, selling our children on living a good and honest life, selling out associates are unexceptional people. Duly successful in selling our way to a good life, we must be willing to pay the price. Then what is the price of success? Well, it's many things. First, understanding what we become, what we think about. We need to control our thoughts. We need to control our lives. And understanding the principle, as you sow, so shall you reap. Second, freeing your mind to reach its full potential. It's realizing that your limitations are self-imposed and that the opportunities available to you today are vast. It's rising above narrow-minded prejudice towards. It's using the courage to focus on your goal. Set a very clear and definite goal. Think about the goal from all angles. Let your imagination explore possible solutions. Don't believe that any circumstance is strong enough to stop you from achieving your purpose. Act decisively when your path is clear, and remember that you are standing in the middle of your own arcades of diamond. Fourth, save at least 10% of what you earn, and remember that no matter what your current job, it has enormous potential if you're willing to pay the price. Now let's review the important points for achieving the wonderful life that can be ours. 1. You will become what you would think. 2. Let your imagination soar. 3. Be courageous and focus on your goal every day. 4. Save a 10% of what you earn. 5. Act. Ideas are worthless unless we act on them. Now I will explain the 30-day challenge I want you to try. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. There are two things true to everyone. Each of us want something, but each of us are afraid of something. Now write on a card, what do you want more than anything else? It could be more money, a beautiful home, successful job, a particular position in life, or a harmonious family, or lose weight. Write what you want. Make sure it is a single clear goal and carry the card with you and look at it several times every day. Think about it in a cheerful, relaxed, positive way each morning when you get up and before going to bed at night. As you look at it, remember that you will become what you think about. Since you're thinking about your goal, soon it will be yours. Now stop thinking about what you fear. When a fearful or negative thought comes, replace it with the mental picture of your positive goal. There'll be times you will feel like giving up. It's easier for people to think negatively than positively. That's why only 5% are successful. You must begin now to place yourself in that group for 30 days. Control your mind. It'll think only about what you allow it to think each day. To do more than what you have to do. When you decide on a goal, you are already successful. You belong to the top 5% who knows where they are going. Don't worry too much about how you will achieve your goal. Leave it to the power greater than yourself. Just know where you're going. The answers will come to you. Remember these words from the Sermon of the Mount. Ask and you will be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall open to you. For 30 days, do your best. So if you're a salesperson, go like never before. Not in a frantic way, but in a calm, confident, knowing that time will bring you abundance you deserve. If you're a homeworker for 30 days, focus on giving of yourself without expecting anything in return. You will be amazed at the positive changes in your life. No matter what your job, do it with dedication for 30 days and keep your goal in mind. You will be amazed at the new life you will find. Dorothy Brand, editor and writer, discovered this for ourselves and wrote a book, Wake Up and Live. Our philosophy is summed up: act as though it is impossible to fail. Now make your own 30-day challenge. Don't stop until you decide to stick with it. Persistence is something which you need to stick. If you fail during the first 30 days, meaning you're overwhelmed with negative thoughts, start over it again from that point and go on for 30 more days. Gradually, a new habit will form. Keep a card with you. On one side, write your goal. On the other side, write this: ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. During the challenge, read books that inspire you. Inspiration is the key to success, and above all, don't worry. Worry brings fear, and fear is crippling. Keep calm and cheerful, and don't let small things annoy you. Why should you do this? The alternative is failure, mediocrity, worry, fear, and frustration. Remember, you reap what you sow. If you sow negative thoughts, your life will be filled with negative things. If you sow positive thoughts, your life will be successful and positive. Gradually, you may forget what you have heard. So play this often. Keep reminding yourself of what you must do to form this new habit. The only way to earn money is by providing people with services or products that they need. Our financial return is directly related to our service. Success is not the result of making money. Making money is the result of success, and success is directly related to our service. It's like a person who's saying to a stove, "Give me heat and then I will add wood." How many people do you know who have the same attitude towards life? There are millions. We have got to put the wood first before we expect heat. Likewise, we have to be of service first before we can expect money. Don't worry about the money. Be of service. Build, work, dream, and create. Do this, and you will find there is no limit to the prosperity that will come to you. As you go through this 30-day challenge, remember that your success will be measured by the quality and quality of service that you provide. Money is a measure of the service. No one can get rich without enriching others. You can drive away on any street and estimate the service provided by the people living on that street. Have you ever thought of this measure before? It's interesting. Some people, like spiritual leaders, measure their returns in the realm of spirituality, and the returns are equal to their service. Once you understand this, you can determine your own fortune. If you want more, you need to be more of service. If you want to be less, reduce the price. Use the price you must pay if you want to get rich. If you think you can get rich by tricking others, you will only fool others. You will get back what you give out. Don't think you can avoid. It's impossible. The prisons on the streets are filled with people who have tried to make their own rules. We can avoid human laws, but there are greater laws that cannot be broken, and an outstanding doctor pointed out 6 steps to achieve success. 1. Set a definite goal. 2. Stop criticizing yourself. 3. Stop thinking of reasons why you cannot succeed. 4. Trace your negative attitude back to your childhood and discover where you got the idea that you cannot succeed. 5. Change your self-image by writing a description of the person you want to be. 6. Act like a successful person you want to become. The doctor who wrote this is David Arnold Fink, a noted psychiatrist all the experts who told, become the person you want to become. It's easier than living unsuccessful. Make the 30-day challenge successful. Repeat it and repeat it. Repeat it and repeat it. It'll become a way of your life. Abundance will flow into your life more than you can ever dream of. Money? Yes, lots of it. What's more important? You'll have peace and be a part of a wonderful minority, a clear, calm, successful life. Start today. You have nothing to lose and a life to win.